Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Sherlock Holmes Crime and Punishment. We're on our way back to Baker Street, I believe. We still have these bonds. Maybe we'll be able to use them when we meet the sailors, which is where we're going, to the harbour.
Mr. Holmes, we found the sailors from that list you gave us.
Well done, Wiggins. Let me see.
Hugh Pattins, sailor. James Lancaster, helmsman. Patrick Cairns, harpooner. Rolf Talbot, sailor. John York, cook. I'm guessing it might be the harpooner.
This man is a harpooner, and his initials are PC, the same initials that were found on the tobacco pouch.
Oh, of course, the tobacco pouch. Good lord.
Wiggins, could you gather some information on one of the sailors that you found? His name is Patrick Cairns.
We found Patrick Cairns.
Good job, Wiggins. Where is he?
He lives in a small furnished dump of a room, but he's always at the Sea Witch pub, where he does arm wrestles for money and drinks.
Excellent. Here is your reward. 2 guineas.
Thank you, sir.
2 guineas? Good lord. We have a new deduction from that. Patrick Cairns? And non-smoker? Ah, now we're over here. Alright. If the pouch belongs to Patrick Cairns, it indicates his presence at the crime scene. But it must still be proven.
If I wish to speak to Cairns without alarming him, I had better dress as a sailor.
Okay, I'm all for this, Holmes, but I don't see how this is going to make any damn difference. Do we have a sailor's outfit in here? I think we do. Do I have to buy it? Actually, that's a valid point. Sailor outfit, let's go. Can I change my hair? Am I allowed? Is that like a sailor hat? That's not a sailor hat. Yep, no, that's a bowler. That maybe the flat cap? What's that? What is that hat? Let's go with the flat cap. Wait, is that a train hat or a sailor hat? It's hard to tell. Let's go with the flat cap. And all good sailors have massive bushy beards. That's just how it goes. I don't make the rules. That was fantastic lamb chops. There we go. Can we get bigger than that? Hang on. We got to make sure. We got to do the rounds. Nice. Okay, no, we can't do bigger than that. So was that 8? 8. Yes. Fantastic. Glasses? Oh my god. let's go without the glasses. We don't need those. Am I dressed as a sailor?
I can approach Cairns and see if he recognizes the pouch.
Perfect. He will never know that I am the great detective Sherlock Holmes. Just quickly check my task list here. Disguise yourself as a sailor and find Cairns at the Sea Witch pub. Off we go. Wow, this place looks like a dump. I mean, I like the glass, the stained glass on the back of the benches. That's a nice touch. It's a shame it's a bit smashed over there. Right, are you Cairns? You're gonna be at the bar, right? It's gonna be that guy there, isn't he? That suspicious guy right there, looking at me. No? Okay. This guy? Yeah, there he is, Patrick Cairns.
Hello there. Are you Cairns?
What do you want?
We've heard all about the gambling on arm wrestling here. You seem like the likely sort, and I'm up for it.
I start at 10 shillings.
Suits me.
Uh-oh. You're not actually going to make me arm wrestle, are you? Oh, no. Follow Patrick Cairns' facial expressions to understand his moves. Push, restrain, idle, and plan your counter strategy. Pay attention to your stamina. I can't read his face. What does these facial expressions mean? He looks like he's going to the toilet. Seems like mashing the button doesn't solve the problem. This is the whole episode, guys. I'm so sorry. I've got absolutely no idea what I'm doing. Yeah, great. I lost. Because that made literally no sense.
That
That's the arm that killed 100 whales. Care to lose another 10 shillings?
I mean, I guess it kind of proves that he's strong, but let's do a profile. Guessing that golden ear is something here. Gold earring. Cheap clothes. Anything on his hands? Yellow nails. I don't know what that indicates. I guess I should read the thing. A tattoo. Sailor's tattoo. Kind of proves, I guess, he is actually a sailor. Something I missed. What have I missed? I don't see anything that's like standing out to me, but that doesn't mean much. Cheap clothes. Ah. Strong hands. Strong enough to nail a man to the wall? Yeah, no, I'm good. I quit. Thanks.
I've had enough. You're too strong.
Come back later when you can use your arms again.
Have I got to win? I've got to win, don't I? Oh, God. Patrick Cairns is an experienced harpooner, currently facing unemployment and poverty. He can be found most often in the Sea Witch, a public house deemed popular by the sailors whom he arm wrestles for money. Like many of his kind, he is a heavy smoker, indicated by his yellowed fingernails. Oh, that's what that means. Okay, let's try again. I think we're going to have to win. I'm going to lose so much money here. Let's continue.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine. If you want me to take all your money, no problem with that.
Don't worry, I'm rich. Right. Push, restrain, idle. Oh, I can tap restrain. I see. If I tap restrain. Oh no, he can push back. My stamina comes back if I tap restrain, you see. Wait for it to go full again and then push. Now he's pushing back, restrain. That's all he's got. Push back, maybe? Nope, he's pushing. There you go, now he's got that weak face. Oh, okay, I understand. Gotta be careful, stamina's getting too low. Go. Got him. Okay, I was just being stupid, don't worry about it. 10 shillings, please, I like my money
You
back.
were lucky. I wasn't focused. Let's go again.
Oh, I'll do this twice? Sure, let's go.
I'm ready to try again.
Fine.
I'm going to apologise if you can hear the
Want me to
clicking
take
through the
all your
mic as well.
money? No problem with that.
There's a lot of clicking going on here. Alright. Now I understand that I'm just supposed to be clicking buttons rather than, like, you know. I'm just going to press space to skip, I think. I've kind of had enough. Yes. And... Good lord.
Well, good for you, I reckon. You're stronger than you look. Here's your 10 shillings.
No more
I'd
puzzles
to
like
buy
that,
you a
please.
drink.
Good winner as well. That's good. Let's have a drink. You're a good type. Seems you've managed to settle down in life. You've got money, eh?
Not all that much.
Oh, well. At least you're not as poor as me.
Can't be that poor. You've got a golden earring, mate. No job?
Why do you say poor? You're not working?
I'm a harpooner. But you see, the whalers are rare. They don't pay much. So, as a result, find myself arm wrestling to pay for my drink.
Harpooner?
A harpooner. Interesting. You've had a lot of adventures, I bet.
Ah, of course. It's been a dozen years since I sailed. I've seen everything. Old Wallace, damn Black Peter, Great Roger. We sailed to the Cape of Good Hope.
Black Peter, you say?
Black Peter, you say? I've heard rumors about that one.
He was the worst of them all. was a liar, and violent too. Swinging those fists of his around. Was a tyrant, and not much of a captain. At least, not as good as Great Roger.
I see. Yes. I was told terrible tales about Black Peter.
But you ain't heard the worst.
Would you like another drink?
Tell me, and let's have another drink.
It was in 1883 that it happened. The August of that year. Peter Carey was captain of the Sea Unicorn, and I was a spare harpooner. We were coming out of the ice pack on our way home. One evening, we saw a little craft that had been blown north. There was only one man on her, and he wasn't a sailor. The crew must have thought that she'd foundered, and they made for the Norwegian coast in the dinghy. I guess they all drowned. We took the man on board.
Who was he?
And who was he?
I dunno. During the crossing, he and the skipper enjoyed some long talks. His baggage was just a tin box.
That's strange enough.
Aye. Even stranger was that on the second night, he disappeared. Nobody knew what happened to him. And of course, nobody could ask Black Peter about it.
You know, don't you?
You know what happened, don't you?
I do. I saw the skipper tie his heels and push him over the rail in the middle of my watch on that dark night. 2 days before we sighted the Shetland lights.
Black Peter's a murderer.
Aye. Those that know him wouldn't be surprised to hear it. But all this must stay between us. All right?
Of course.
I'm going to plant the pouch and go to the toilet.
Back in a second. I'm off to the Kazi.
I'll be here with my drink.
I guess we're planting it in the toilet? Maybe? Kind of makes sense. Is this the toilet? No. Where's the washroom in this place? This door over here, maybe? No? Oh god. Wait, do I have to plant the pouch on the desk? No? You know, sometimes I have to question how I can't find the damned toilet in a pub. Where is it? Hello, gentlemen. Hello, barman. Could you tell me where the toilet is? No? Oh dear. Oh dear indeed. I can... Wait, is it outside? No? No. Is the toilet in the back garden? Right. Plant the pouch into Cairn's pocket and determine to... Wait, hang on a minute. I gotta put it in his pocket? That's not what I expected here. I'm gonna put it in his coat, I guess. Yeah. My bad.
Here it is.
How massively unsuspicious. And then we just talk to him? Tobacco.
Have you got any tobacco? I've run out of mine.
Nah, I lost my pouch. I don't know where. Wait a minute. What's this?
Oh, is this your tobacco pouch?
Well, oh, it is.
Nice. Keep in touch?
Well, I have to go now. I know a captain who's planning an expedition to Cape Cod. Captain Ahab's his name. He commanded the Pequod. He might need good harpooners. I'll tell him about you.
Maybe. If you like, aye.
I'm done here. It's time to leave.
Okay. So we can now deduct that... Patrick Cairns and his pouch. Patrick Cairns, a harpooner from the Sea Unicorn, lives in a cheap room in the suburbs. He can regularly be found at the Sea Watch. Patrick Cairns stated that the tobacco pouch belonged to him, which proves that he was at the scene of the murder. The pouch proves guilt. Cairns has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder and thus proves his guilt. Not really, it proves a visit. Carnes has confirmed that the pouch belongs to him. This means that he was at the scene of the murder, but does not necessarily prove that he is the murderer. Okay. What other clues do we have? We know the box, but yeah, they're not related. Okay. Right. What do we have now? We still have the goddamn bond certificate. What am I supposed to be doing with that? Investigate the murder of Peter Carey. John Nelligan seems not to be a usual thief, but what is his role in that? What is his role? Can I speak to him again? Do I need to go back to Baker Street? You should probably put our normal clothes back on, right? Oh, it's automatically put my normal clothes on. Fantastic. Watson, you got any ideas what I'm supposed to be doing?
You met Patrick Cairns, the harpooner. Do you believe he's the murderer?
Oh, that didn't help. Okay, well... Go to Scotland Yard. Officer? Nothing in the evidence room. No, we've already determined this. I don't think there's anything in the morgue. I talk to Leo.
What am I doing here? I've done nothing
No.
wrong.
I'm not saying another word.
Okay, so that doesn't help me. So what can we do? What can we do? The only hint we have is investigate the murder of Peter Carey, or John Nelligan seems not to be the usual thief. Anything I can think of? The evidence? With the bond certificate? That book? We still have the note. That's the morgue. We still have the notebook, though we don't know what it means. That's Lestrade's room. Evidence room. There we go. We have this book. Do we have anything
The suspect's belongings.
in our possession that actually helps? Ah, yeah. Compare with certificate. Good lord.
I wonder if these are connected.
That seems a little out there, doesn't it? I mean, we have CPR.
Now we have the proof that Nelligan's papers were indeed here. It seems that they have vanished, however.
So do we think that he killed the father of the boy here? And the gardener helped kill him? I'm starting to think that it might be both people. A stub of bond certificates found in the cabin proves that certificates for the companies listed in Nelligan's notebook had once been there. I'm guessing the tin box is related here. Yes. Stolen valuable papers. Valuable bond certificates were kept inside the stolen tin box. Which has led us to this. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. I guess if he believes that they belonged to him. Okay, now we're here. Both Nelligan and Hurtley are lying, therefore they might be working together. Possible conspiracy with a feat of strength has led to 2 murderers. But then we have this left here. If I change this to proves guilt. That changes everything, okay. I think it proves his visit. I do think that 2 murderers is possible. They haven't shown that they know each other, and they're in the same cell. That's kind of something that kind of, you know, is a little bit strange. If I change something, does it change everything? If I go harmless flirting down here, which breaks this one, so that would be his innocence. If I change this to guilt, does that change? No. Okay, so he can't be guilty. Yeah, I don't see how this could be anything other than 2 murderers, but I'm guessing I can move these things around. Guess I could change this to luck. Lucky throw. And that now contradicts with this. See, this is not one that I can change, nor is this one. So these are immutable facts of the case, whereas these are my opinions about the case. So lucky throw just doesn't work. It has to be a feat of strength for Nelligan's motive to make sense. But then this is just off on its own. If I click 2 murderers, what happens? John Hopley Nelligan and Liam Hurtley conspire together to murder Peter Carey. Nelligan's motive was revenge for Carey's theft. Hurtley's motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. I feel like we're missing something, but I don't know what. Nelligan is the initiator. Liam Hurtley and John Nelligan are guilty of a heinous, premeditated crime. Let them be punished by the law. Nelligan was the initiator, and Hurtley was the accomplice. Liam Hurtley and John Nelligan are guilty of heinous, premeditated crime. Let them be punished by the law. Hurtley was the initiator. Poor Nelligan was just following his lead. Can I use this information to now talk to them again? I feel like I'm missing a piece of information. Can I talk to you?
Please escort this suspect for interrogation.
I can. The break-in.
Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, what exactly were you hoping to find inside Peter Carey's cabin?
I was trying to find some information about my father.
The bond certificate?
I assume you had another purpose, to retrieve the bond certificates. Am I correct?
Yes. I discovered some time ago that a few of the missing securities had reappeared on the London market. You can imagine my amazement. I spent months trying to find them, and at last I discovered that the original seller had been Captain Peter Carey. These papers, they belonged to my family, but I could not find them there.
Oh.
That's all for now. Well, I will see you soon, young man.
Okay, so he couldn't find the papers. That changes things. Proving the notebook. The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made the attempts, or looking for the papers. Nelligan was looking for his father's papers inside Black Peter's cabin. It explains his presence at the scene of the murder. I mean, that's what he said he was doing. Does that now conflict with something else? What does this now do? Nelligan's motive. John Nelligan could have been caught stealing the bond certificates. This might have been a motive for him to murder Peter Carey. John Nelligan is a victim of circumstance. He does not fit the portrait of a murderer, either by physical or psychological description. If I go innocence, where does that go? Right. That's a problem. That hasn't led to anything. Can I talk to the other man?
I'm not saying another word.
Okay, that's a no. I'm guessing if I change the feat of strength to a lucky throw, that means that he could be Hurtley. Okay, I guess Nelligan's innocent, so this would be Hurtley is guilty. Liam Hurtley murdered Peter Carey. The motive was jealousy and his love for Carey's wife. Liam Hurtley had been found guilty of the murder of Peter Carey. He must be punished by the law. Liam Hurtley's mind was clouded by his love for Judith Carey, Peter's wife. This murder was a crime of passion under emotional duress. Nevertheless, he must answer for the law. I mean, I'm kind of tempted by this one. But then the pouch changes things. Feat of strength. Hurtley was innocent. What does that change? Changes nothing. Desperate jealousy. Turn that to harmless flirting, maybe? Ah. Cairns is guilty. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. Patrick Cairns is a cold-blooded murderer. He's been found guilty of murder of Peter Carey and he must be punished. Patrick Cairns killed Peter Carey, but the murder was not premeditated. It was a self-defense against an armed and irrational drunken sailor. Oh, they're all so possible. Because he knew about the tin box. He knew he killed the man and stole the tin box. The boy says he hasn't got the tin box, so if he got there afterwards, but then how did he drop his notebook in the pool of blood? I'm kind of tempted to go with the dual murder. The more I think about it, the more... The bond certificates are proof that the notebook was in the blood. Wait, hang on. Nelligan's not innocent, no. Pouch proves him a visit. Earthly motive. Oh God, sorry. Desperate jealousy, that's where we need to start here, and that leads to possible conspiracy, and that leads to 2 murderers. I think I'm going to go with 2 murderers. I don't know if this is correct. I think this is the kind of game where it's not actually going to tell me what's correct. It's just what I surmise from the evidence in front of me. But let's find out. 2 murderers is very exciting. And we're going to say that... Lee is the initiator? And that poor Nelligan was just following his lead? Maybe? It'd be the other way around, actually. Maybe Nelligan was the one who was like... The more I think about this, the dual murder doesn't really work, does it? I think I'm putting too much thought into this, but... This seems like the most interesting answer to the problem, doesn't it? That it was 2 of them. Let's go with that Hurtley's the initiator. Confirm my moral choice, yes. Let's see what happens.
The case is solved. I am now ready to present the guilty party.
So tell me, who killed Black Peter?
Nelligan and Hurtley.
There are 2 culprits, Inspector. Nelligan and Hurtley.
What? Well, I would never have guessed, Mr. Holmes. They are a rotten pair, though.
It was a combination of 2 motives, culminating in 1 crime.
What were their motives?
The first was revenge. Black Peter possessed the bond certificates that had belonged to Nelligan's father, and young Nelligan wished to retrieve them.
And the second?
The second was a crime of passion. Liam Hurtley was in love with Black Peter's wife, and this caused a conflict between him and Carrie.
Well, well, well. Makes sense, Mr. Holmes.
I suggest that you organize a small confrontation between the 2, just to confirm my accusations.
That's a good idea, Mr. Holmes. I'll talk to these fellows. Join me in the interrogation room. Gentlemen, we know everything about your association to kill Black Peter. Admit that you planned it together.
Our association? I don't even know this man.
You needed to kill Peter Carey. There had to be 2 of you there.
Ridiculous. I'm innocent.
All that remains is to determine the level of guilt. Which one of you is the initiator in this case?
But I just told you I've never seen this man before.
It's him. He's the culprit. He was forcing me. He threatened me. He's the mastermind behind it all.
Shut up. You're a lunatic.
Well, it all seems very clear, don't you think, Mr. Holmes?
Both are guilty, of course, but I believe that Hurtley was the initiator of the crime.
It's ridiculous. Why would I need the help of this weakling?
You wanted to be rid of the man who was terrorizing his wife, and who prevented the 2 of you from being together. Young Nelligan was just following his lead.
You are wrong. I have nothing whatsoever to do with this.
You'll explain that to the judge.
I don't know,
The
guys. That
case
doesn't
is
seem like the right
resolved,
choice.
Inspector. I shall return to Baker Street.
Very well, Mr. Holmes. Goodbye for now.
And I've changed my mind. Can I replay here? I found 16 clues. I can press space to check my conclusion. Maybe it's the guy with the smoke pouch. Let's replay the ending. How does this work? Does it just... Yes, it'll take me to before the moral choice. Okay. Let's go with... Let's try the pouch guy. Go with proves his guilt. It was a feat of strength. You were innocent. You are innocent. Sorry, harmless flirting and looking for papers, I guess? Karen's his guilt. Let's go with this one. Peter Carey was murdered by Patrick Cairns. Cairns is a professional harpooner. His tobacco pouch was found inside Carey's cabin. It doesn't explain the other evidence, though. That's the thing that kind of annoys me. Let's go with this. Let's go with absolve Cairns. Say that he was attacked by the man, maybe. The next day? I guess we have to rope him in.
Good afternoon. I must be at the wrong address. I'd like to speak with a ship's captain, a Captain Ahab. Is that you?
No, my name is Sherlock Holmes.
That detective fella? So, you wanted to see me?
That is correct. We need to talk.
About what?
About Black Peter, who was killed in his own hut with a harpoon.
You know, don't you?
Yes.
How?
The tobacco pouch. You recognized it.
Oh, the sailor. It was you. Unbelievable. Well, fine. I confess. But if you really do know everything, you should also know that I didn't want to kill him. He made me do it.
I know. Did you know about this story with the bond certificates? Did you need money?
Yeah. I just wanted him to cough up a little silver. I'm out of work, and I thought maybe he could help me. Well, he refused outright, and he insulted me. I reminded him I knew all about that murder he committed at sea in 1883. Then he got mad when I spoke about his treasure. I barely just had time to throw the harpoon at him before he could jump at me with his knife. You know the truth. What will you do now?
I ask that you return the bond certificates. Keep some of them. You will need them in your exile. It is better that you leave the country for a few years.
And you won't say anything to the police?
I will not say anything as long as you return the money.
Well, I'll do as you ask. But what about Inspector Lestrade?
I will deal with him. Goodbye.
Huh. This didn't go quite the way I thought it was going to go.
It's good that you asked me to come, Mr. Holmes. We do need to talk.
About what?
What do you mean? Our case, Mr. Holmes. You sent me a message via your little thug.
His name is Wiggins, Inspector.
Telling me that the case is solved. Well, Mr. Holmes, tell me, who is our murderer and where is he?
The morgue.
Eh?
His name is, or rather was, Pablo Coventrao. He was also on the ship with Peter Carey, and he was a harpooner. I'll tell you everything, Inspector, but do calm down. Mrs. Hudson will bring us tea and orange cake.
Orange cake? You're spoiling me, Mr. Holmes. That's my favourite.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. Inspector Lestrade told me that I should thank you for clearing my name. He also said that you were waiting for me here. I came as fast as I could. I cannot thank you enough. It is all because of you that this nightmare is finally over.
I believe that this belongs to you.
My father's securities. Incredible! But how did you get them?
It would take far too long to explain.
Tell me. This is extraordinary. You are a genius.
Then that may serve as an explanation. Goodbye, Mr. Nelligan, and good luck.
Goodbye, Mr. Holmes. And thank you. 1,000 times thank you.
Well, I'd say that was a better ending than the previous one. Let's press space and see if that's the right choice. Maybe absolving him isn't the right choice, but Carnes is guilty. So that's correct. Let's try again. Let's throw him under the bus. This episode's going long. I apologize. I was trying to keep these to a half hour, but right. So Cairns is guilty. And we're gonna condemn him. The next day.
If you wouldn't mind, Mr. Holmes, could you explain it to me?
As I informed you on our way here, Patrick Cairns is the murderer of Black Peter.
Why bring me here? Wouldn't it be better if we were out looking for him?
That would be futile, as he will be with us in approximately 12 seconds.
Oh, well, if this is your idea of humour...
No, I just heard the front door. Prepare yourself.
Good day, gentlemen. A young lad gave me a note from Captain Ahab. Am I at the right address? Is he here?
Indeed, it is the correct address. But in place of your captain, may I present to you Inspector Lestrade of Scotland Yard?
That means...
It means, my friend, that you are arrested for the murder of Black Peter.
What? What? A trap? You think you can take me?
Here now. We'll have none of that.
And I say that we will.
Oh! Uh-oh. Uh-oh. In the face. Keep punching him in the face. This is my kind of mini game.
Lestrade, are you all right? Are you able to stand?
Oh, my jaw. Gore. He took me by surprise, Mr. Holmes. Otherwise, he would have seen what I'm capable of. Oh.
Yes, he was lucky.
But you got him.
It was remarkably easy. He lost his balance after he struck you.
And you practice boxing, I know. You must have hit him hard. Our fellow is knocked out.
We should call for a police cab and then take you to the hospital.
Yes, well, no need for a hospital. I would prefer to keep this between us. You know.
Of course, Inspector. The case is closed.
Can I hold space here? Ah, condemn Cairns. I guess this doesn't go green. But I do think that was the better ending. I mean, he was... Oh, then again, was it the better ending? At least with the other ending, the kid got his money back. I mean, that seems to be the only plausible choice where you can actually conclude that Cairns is guilty. So I'm going to accept the decision, I think. Warning, you're about to finish the case. The save files for this case will be removed. Press no if you would like to select another model choice. Press yes if you agree with the choice you have made and you are ready to start a new chapter. Should we explore the other endings here? You know what? I'm going to press replay ending here. I'm going to end the episode here, and in the next episode, we'll go through some of the options and see if anything changes. Maybe find out if we can have one or the other killed him. If we can get some more information. I find that sort of stuff interesting, and I hope you guys do too. But either way, I'm going to end the episode here because it's gone on far too long. So thank you all so much for watching. Please like, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Your comments are greatly appreciated. Thank you again to the members and the coffee supporters. It really does mean the world to me. And as always, I'll see you next time.